Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, what was the last? Yes. What was the last problem or the last step which we have discussed in? Yes. So, what was the last step we have discussed?
We were calculated projected code after the deduction. It reduced it to 17 days.
Okay, 17 days. The project duration was 17 days, right? Okay, so can you just tell me the list of activities or the last statement which we have written? Just tell me the last statement.
Last statement is the answer, sir. Project cost
Project cost
is equal to 9,520.
Device. Is how much you said? 9,000.
520.
And project duration wise. Now we start with cycle 2. I think in yesterday's class we discussed, some of them had doubts regarding why it is 17 days and why we have reduced 1-3 activities only by 3 days but not 4 days. Am I right? It was in this class, is it right?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, yes.
In the project cost calculation, cost of 1 to 3 activity, we took 3 into 100, but it should be 3 into 90, right?
3 into 9, correct. That is incremental cost, is it right?
Yes, sir.
3 into 90, but
The cost of reduction.
cost of reduction is 3 into 90, that's right. And what we have considered the penalty cost? How much we have
After penalty cost will be 100 for crossing 17 days.
So can you just tell me the
Total direct cost is 6,500.
just a minute.
Just total.
Direct cost, total direct cost 9,000, 6,000.
6,500. Total indirect cost for 17 days is 2,720.
Total indirect and for 17 days. How much? 17 into
2,720.
that's right. This is
Yeah.
Now comes increment cost. Increment cost for 1-3 activity. So this
Eh,
was
For 3 days, 3 into 9.
7 into 9. Correct.
So it will be 270.
That I think on the project cost will change. That is the revised project cost.
It will be 9,490, the answer.
420, 9,420.
Yes, sir.
Penalty cost is not
It is 17 days, no, sir. So penalty cost won't come. No.
not there. You have to total project cost. So how much is the cost? You said 9,490.
Yes, sir.
9,490.
Yes, sir.
9,490 rupees.
Yes, sir.
So just make change in this particular calculation. You have considered the increment cost as 100 rupees. Just make this change. Change here is 90 rupees. Uh, this is basically the first cycle. After this, what will happen is, okay, any more clarifications required anywhere? This is right, 9,490, whatever we have obtained is the correct answer. All right. So just going ahead, this is nothing but all these calculations should have come before this step. Okay, so just make this as 9,490. Okay. So the change is only with this. Instead of 100 rupees, make it 90 rupees and total project cost. So once this is done, okay, so this is done. For the next step, take note of this. So one of the student has asked, project cost is 9,520 rupees. Can you please explain this once again? Yes, now I think the doubt was 9,520 rupees. Which part has to be explained once again? Can you just tell me, like, step has to be explained once again. Okay, in the chat box, new calculation. That means why 17 days, is it right? Why 17 days is considered of 16 days? Was extra explanation required in that direction? Why we have considered project duration as 17 days instead of 16 days? or or else Suraksha, I think you can just unmute yourself, and I'm still not clear as to what has to be explained. New calculation had doubt as to how we have obtained 9,520 rupees. The doubt regarding the project. So until and unless I get any response from that end, not getting response from that side, so possibly we'll just go ahead. All right, so we have determined 9,490 as project cost. Next is, next what we do is for cycle 2. So writing the critical path obtained in the previous cycle. So which are the critical paths here, which was obtained in the previous cycle? Which are the critical paths that we have obtained in the previous cycle? So which are the list of critical paths that we have obtained in our previous cycle?
One to two, 4 to 6, 2 to 4, 4 to 6.
2 to 4 and 4 to 6. Okay. So the duration of 17. Next,
17 days.
correct.
1 to 3, 3 to
Yes.
6. Next 1 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 6.
These are the 3 critical paths.
Next 1 to 4, 4 to 6.
Yes, but I think that is not a critical path, is it?
Yeah.
Right. It is somewhere 12 days or something. Will not consider it. So we'll consider only these. Okay. So this is done. What was the next step after this? Once we have listed the critical path, it's to us. The next step after determining the critical path. Okay, so next is we have to select Okay, so what are the critical activities? Can you tell me? Critical activities. Dash duration. And dash cost of production. So these are the list of critical. What are the list of critical activities? First critical activity is 1-2. Next we have 2-4. Next we have 4. Next is 1-3, 3-6. Correct? 1-3. 1-2 is already taken. 2-5 and 5. 2-5, 5-6. So these are the different list of activities. Okay, so what is the normal duration? 1-2.
Six.
Normal duration for 1-2 is 6 days.
2-4 3. 4-6 8. 1-3 8.
Okay.
3-6 12.
Okay.
2-5 5.
5 days.
6. 6.
5, 6. Okay. Is that I can write with that to adjust. Okay. Next, what is the crash duration?
4. 2-4 3. 4-6 5. 1-3 4. 3-6 8. 2-5 3. 5-6 6.
Cost of production.
80.
80. Okay.
Second one dash.
Okay.
4-6 50. 1-3 90. 3-6 200. Dash 5 40.
Okay. A dash.
Dash. Yeah.
Dash. Okay. So this is the list of the cost of production. Okay, so this is the list of increment cost. Cost of production is nothing, it's also called as increment cost. Both are one and the same. And the crash duration is also called as a short duration. Sometimes means both are the same, crash duration and short duration. Okay, so now how do we select, or which activity do we select? for activity duration reduction.
Least reduction cost.
Yes, least reduction cost. Okay, so which is the least reduction cost?
2-5.
Okay. Any other answers? One person says that we have to select the least reduction cost, 2-5, and what? Any other answers?
Same, sir. Good as
Correct. So 2-5 itself is supposed to be selected. The reason for that is this is the least possible reduction cost. Least cost. So that is the reason. All right. So those who have already made note of this, just decide as to how many days we can use this. 2-5. Normal duration is 5 days. Crash duration is 3 days. So by how many days we can reduce this activity? By how many days can we complete this? Reduce this. Normal duration is 5 days. Crash duration is 3 days. Normal duration. 5 and 3 days. Therefore, number of days action possible. How much? 5 minus 3 is equal to 2 days. Is it right? But if we reduce 2-5 activity by 2 days, what will happen? If we reduce 2-5 activity by 2 days, what will happen here? In case we reduce 2-5 activity by 2 days, the result, will there be any impact on the first path?
No.
What about the second path?
No.
No impact. What about the third path?
It will become non-critical.
Any other answer? If we reduce 2-5 by 2 days, what will be the impact on these three critical paths? Any other answers? In case if we reduce 2-5 by 2 days, what is going to be the answer? Or which path will be affected? If we reduce 2-5 by 2 days. Okay, so in case 2-5 is reduced by 2 days, 2-5 is 1 or 2 days. Uh, 1, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 6 will become 20 minus 2. 15 days. This path will become